So the seer wants to get hold of Nuri Elevanda. Satinav. History has a way of repeating itself.
What do you mean by that?
Once before, the seer abused fairies by making them play the harp for him, until they lost their magic and fell victim to the darkness.
Nuri called them sad fairies. The seer sent them to follow our tracks.
Possible. Quite possible.
So that's just sort of like a big conversation between Euron and the fairy scholar, sort of getting some information. So we'll go through it. You can skip it if you want, but you might want to hear some of the things he has to say.
You fought alongside the king's heroes?
Hezinda forbid. I'd make a knight of miserable stature. When the young king asked me for help, the seer had long been in captivity, but I sealed the fairy gate in the stone oak forest.
So that was you?
For all time, the hardest decision in my whole life. But other fairies might have reached Andagast to play the harp.
How come you didn't find Nuri at the fairy gate back then?
There were rumors in those times that the heroes had saved a fairy from the seer's clutches, but nobody felt it necessary to introduce her to me before they let her go.
Why Nuri? There must be other fairies somewhere.
A good question. What do you know about Nuri and her homeworld?
She won't tell us
Nuri
anything.
never told me anything about her background.
Perhaps she was scared.
Of her home.
Or her past. The magic of the fairies can turn whole worlds upside down.
You mean Nuri's world might have changed since she's been here?
Well, that's why she came here in the first place.
Nuri can't use magic, or she'll either die or lose her soul.
I see.
We hoped you could help us.
I'm afraid I'd have to know more about the world she came from.
Do you know where Nuri comes from?
I was never able to explore the world behind the stone oak forest portal before I sealed it. But I have a theory. Nuri's home world might be the fairyland Narutvana.
Narutvana.
A colorful place. A land of bliss.
That doesn't sound too bad, does it? I wonder why she refuses to go back there. Do you know more about the magic harp?
It can only be played by the hands of a fairy. A human, even the seer, would perish in the attempt. That's because it was built by fairies.
What for?
It must harbor great power. Power that suits the seer well. Unfortunately, its whereabouts are unknown. We could examine it further otherwise. The Academy of Magicians never broke their silence about it to me. I can't blame them.
But why is it in our world and not with the fairies?
That's one thing that must be discovered. There must be records of Andagast in the Academy.
Did you know the seer?
No. But people told many stories about him. Rumors, you know?
What rumors?
That he had been born blind, yet touched by Satinav. Or cursed. He saw the future of others, but it was always death, mischief, and bad luck. Never any good or favorable things. Others claimed he was a warlock, driven by the desire to make his prophecies come true.
The seer once prophesied misfortune for me too. Is he trying to make that true also?
I am sure he has other goals. His own goals.
I don't know how long I'll be able to protect Nuri.
The burden you are carrying doesn't belong on your shoulders alone, Geron.
What do you mean?
Considering what he plans to do to Nuri, I will do everything in my power to help you.
Satinav. Satinav. The Raven mentioned the name once. Can you tell me more about Satinav?
You mean the steersman of the Barge of Time? The Irresistible? Satinav was a mighty demigod who descended to the underworld to conquer the Barge of Time. But the gods punished him for his sacrilege. Now he's chained to the helm of the barge for all eternity and watches the stream of time. He and he alone can see the past and the future, but not even he can change either of them.
Is that why we see the damage the ravages of Satinav cause everywhere?
Yes. Yet the damage they cause is not the same in every world.
Is there really no way to change the future?
Future? Past? What do those words mean? Tomorrow becomes yesterday quite fast, doesn't it?
The seer has seen the future. Mine too.
Don't believe what every blind man claims to have seen.
Yeah.
My head is buzzing. If Nuri falls into the hands of the seer, she'll be doomed.
He'll force her to unleash dark fairy magic on Undergast.
But to what end?
He is a seer. It has to be related to the future. After all the things he did in the past, we have to expect the worst. Your mentor only saw one way to prevent it all from happening.
I cannot kill Nuri, not even if our world would be saved from doom by doing it.
Geron, I'll never allow even one hair on Nuri Daranel Avanda's head to be touched.
I am prepared to do whatever it takes.
So why don't we take her back to her world?
She doesn't want to go.
Nuri doesn't want to go back to her world.
But that's the only way. No matter what she fears, you'll have to take her back there. Otherwise, she'll die.
But haven't you sealed the gate to Nuri's world forever?
And it can never be reopened again. That's right. But there might be a second portal to Narutvana. It is said to be located in the Swamps of Lament, deep in the no-man's land of the Brinask Marshes.
Where exactly can I find this fairy gate?
There's a colleague of mine staying in Enqui. Meander Goswin. He has in his possession the Crystal of Narutvana. It's a magic prism that points the way to the fairy gate. And it opens the gate as well. Or so I hope. In the meantime, I'll go to Undergast to research the whereabouts of the magic harp in the academy there. And who knows? Perhaps we'll find a way of rendering the harp harmless.
So it shall be.
Here, take these notes for your voyage. You will find Goswin's address and all my knowledge concerning the fairy gate and the realm behind it.
I'm ready. Enqui, Meander Goswin, Fairy Prism, Swamps of Lament, and soon Nuri will be home.
Wait. They say a mighty, very dangerous creature guards the fairy gate.
What kind of a creature, pray tell?
Its eye is said to petrify all living beings, just like a basilisk.
I was expecting as much. There's always a catch.
We can't quit yet anyway, so we've got to go
Are
through
there any
this.
other fairy gates? Ones that aren't as far away?
Those gates lead to different worlds in which Nuri would have to die. We cannot take that risk.
How can I get past the guardian of the gate?
No one has ever returned to give an answer to that question. Cheer up. Your namesake, St. Geron, once fought against the Basilisk King.
He was the mightiest hero of all time, and he possessed the divine sword Seven Stroke.
There's a hero inside everyone.
Why don't you go to Enqui, and I'll research the harp in Undergast?
The magicians weren't exactly my friends back then, but do you honestly believe they'd let someone like you into the academy?
All right, forget it.
Now our ways must part, Geron. Protect Nuri's life for all it's worth. Take her back home where she can be happy.
You have my thanks for everything. Wish me luck.
You'll find your way. We'll meet again in Undergast.
So, here we are at the mill where Nuri is supposed to show up. But after that conversation, we sort of learned that we need to lie to her to get her to go back to her world so the seer can't catch her. So, yeah, we'll see how that turns out for us. So, what actually is out here? Yeah, it's just this thing.
Here lies... The name is not recognizable anymore.
Oh.
The name is not recognizable anymore. Whoever you may have been, may Boron have mercy on you. A Boron's wheel? I hope that's not a bad omen.
That's all that is. But remember the old woman at the campfire mentioned something called boron.
Nuri, are you there?
And the creatures show up. The sad fairies.
Oh.
And then we get this cutscene again.
You. It's you.
He doesn't tell us where she is.
I don't know. I'm not telling.
Let's make him wait in darkness till the bird arrives. The raven shall deal with him.
The raven?
He will make him talk. I'll get him. You watch the mill.
The raven belongs to the seer?
As soon as the sand runs out, the night herd will talk.
And his thread will break.
Okay, so we're stuck in this dark, abandoned mill. So we look at the holes.
There must be some kind of attic up there. Nuri!
Garon, are you alright?
Those
Nuri's
creatures.
here.
I'm trapped.
There's a shard lying here. It's very sharp.
Great.
I'll throw it down to you.
No, wait.
Do you have it?
No.
You should have caught it.
Nuri,
Who knows where it is now?
I can't see anything.
That's because there are no rainbow crystals here.
Can you come down to me?
There is no staircase, and there's this pale man outside.
Didn't you say you can collect moonlight?
I get sick if I use magic.
I know, but if I can't free myself fast, I'll be dead.
But just very briefly, alright?
I promise.
So Nuri can make lights for us. But we need to move her over to these other ones so we can see the other parts of the mill. But we'll see what's over here first.
The shard has fallen onto the scale.
I'll never be able to reach it like that. The scale has come loose. No wonder the mill is forsaken. One day my soul will be weighed, but that day is not today.
So what we have to do here is fix the scale and get it to lift this part of it up so he can reach the shard. So we'll fix it first of all.
Can you fix the scales?
And so we need something to weigh this one down. So we'll move her over
Go to the
here.
hole in the middle.
Okay.
Right. So we've got this oil
The
there.
oil lamp is directly above the stool. Lamps, saws, shards, and all of them out of reach.
And an hourglass.
This shows my time running out. I still have some time.
We've got this twin
I could
saw
use the
here.
saw right now. How am I supposed to reach it?
And a
It's a
stool.
stool.
A chair.
And it's also
There
this
seems to be a
trapdoor.
basement underneath. Hello? The mill is as forsaken as it looks.
So we'll move her over
There.
to this
There's a
one.
hole way back there.
You said very briefly.
Yeah, poor Nori's getting sick because she's using her magic. But it's the only way. So we'll see what this
It's
is.
broken off. And that's why the sawmill isn't working anymore. That must have been some kind of cogwheel.
So we need to fix that. So we'll get her to fix that
Do you
as
see
well.
that drum-like thing down there? Can you fix that for me? Nuri,
Garon, there's a beetle with 8 legs here.
that's just a spider.
Spiders have 12 legs.
Nuri, please, you have to focus now.
Okay.
Okay, so it starts the machinery up and the saw falls down. Is there anything else?
It's moving again.
No. Yeah, okay, so
Can you
move it
see
back
anything?
here. So now I think he can... Alright. We break the oil lamp.
Imp.
Couldn't it just have landed at my feet?
Now the saw is much closer.
Yes.
Not quite close enough though. Alright, we fix... Now that it's down here and broken, we can fix
Can
it.
you fix it? Nuri,
And it pushes the saw over. So now he can use it, I think.
Ha! Now all I have to do is free my hands.
So, I think I've actually forgotten now what to do here. We need to get that over there and broken somehow. Do we just break it?
I guess I could smash the glass, but the shards won't be any help back there. This way at least I know how much time I have left.
Yeah, because the hourglass is supposed to come over here, break, and then the sand falls into the scale and it lifts the shard up. I've forgotten what to do. Oh, there we
The
go.
cupboard
There's a
leg
thing
looks
here.
quite rickety.
I think I had trouble with that before too. Here we go. Okay. So now we can break that. Did he? Okay, then you can pick the shard up.
Ha! Got it.
Garen, I feel dizzy.
Just a little while longer, Nuri.
Did you? Oh, goodness sake. You've got to tell him to do every single little thing.
I'm free. Now we have to deal with the creature somehow.
So we bring her back here. This is where the trapdoor comes in. Oh, actually we need to get these fetters. That was all. Here. So we use this on the door.
That might actually work.
Oh no, when we bring her over here we get our stuff back too. And some straw. So we need to make a trap for when the creature comes back in. So we open the door.
It's getting dark here.
Just a little while longer, Nuri.
And we use our blanket on the hole.
It's still sagging on the other side.
We use the knife to
There.
do that.
Now the beast can come.
What if it can see in the dark?
I should camouflage the...
Oh, yeah, he just says he needs to put the straw there.
All right. This has got to work. Nuri, now you can... Nuri? Damn.
I'm sure that's like a stock soundbite or something. I'm sure I've heard that same scream and many other things. So we
Nuri.
come out here, find Nuri fallen down 'cause she's too sick and tired.
Wake up. We have to go.
Garen's bullshit.
What? Where am I? Garen?
Climb down to me, will you?
I'm so tired. Let me rest a little while longer.
That's not possible. We have to go. We cannot stay here.
Garen, I don't want this anymore.
It's not a matter of wanting. We have to get away from here or something terrible will happen.
I can't. Just leave without me.
I've talked to the fairy scholar. I know how we can fix everything.
Really?
Oh, so this is where we start lying to her? And if we tell her the truth,
We'll take you back to your world.
No, never.
yeah, she gets really
I'll
pissed
stay here.
off about
It's the
that.
only way. You'll be safe from the seer there, and you'll be able to use magic properly. Plus, Andergast will be safe too.
Stop it, stop it, stop it.
Nuri.
Go away.
If we stay here much longer, the creature will come back. Or the raven. I don't have a choice.
Oh, right, yeah, we learned the raven was a lying little shit too. he's here to get Nuri as well, which I was really suspicious of anyway. I thought he was up to something.
There's one other way. The scholar told me of a fairy gate up north at the end of the world. It leads to a magnificent realm far away from the seer. You'd be safe there.
What's the name of that realm?
Fanglari. Its name is Fanglari, and he told me where we can find the portal to get there too.
Fanglari.
Yes, but in order to get there, you have to come down at once.
I can't.
It's just a small jump. Look, I'll catch you.
Build some stairs for me.
Some stairs? How am I supposed to build some stairs? All right, I'll think of something. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. So we need to get it down. We've got this
At
here.
least the beams are still sturdy. If the crossbeam hadn't broken, Nuri could climb down easily.